Hey, this is Kitty Hawk. Welcome to Appalachian Trail Preps. Number 1, critical things I learned on the Appalachian Trail. All right, it is a breezy 44 degrees in Dahlonega this morning, which is a little bit on the chilly side, but I know my friend Kiddo in Montana and my friend Truck Stop in Maine, they're saying, come on, Kitty Hawk, suck it up. 44 degrees is a warm spring day. Well, don't y'all worry. I am just fine. I've got me on a pair of wool thermals from Outdoor Vitals, and this wool base layer that I got on Amazon. It's good threads, and of course I got my puffy, also Outdoor Vitals. You know, I should probably do a review on all the gear that I've gotten from Outdoor Vitals, which is several pieces. And hey, you folks at Outdoor Vitals, if you want me to review a couple of other things while I'm doing that review, you know, get it all in one shot, you know, just get in touch with me, you know, reply here or email me, kittyhawk@kittyhawkmusic.com, and, you know, we'll get it set up and get some stuff, huh? All right, enough for cheap plug for sponsorship. Let's get on with it. So a lot of YouTube vloggers will do videos of their gear, all the research they've done, how cool their pack is. And that's good stuff. I learned a lot from that. A lot of videos are about people's actual thru hike. I mean, you see it live as it, you know, how it really is. And that's cool too. I learned a bunch of stuff from people's videos. And some people will do videos of how they physically and mentally prepared for their thru hike. And let me tell you, it is physically and mentally tough. So those are good videos too. And I'm going to do all of those videos in episodes 2 through infinity. But today, we're starting off right at the heart of the matter, the meat, the most critical things that I learned hiking the Appalachian Trail. So let's get right down to it. Oh, before we get into this, we need to have a disclaimer. So here's my legal team. Take it away. What did they say? I mean, all that legally. Come on, what are you saying? The information presented in this video has no medical merit, scientific basis, or legal standing, and is the opinion of Kitty Hawk and Kitty Hawk alone. It is not to be construed as advice, but rather as dubious entertainment. Okay, that I understand. That makes sense to me. So, take it to heart. I figured if I'm going to talk about hiking, it'd be really appropriate if I was actually hiking. And if I'm going to talk about the Appalachian Trail, then it would be great if I was actually on the Appalachian Trail, but can't have everything. Or can you? Oh yes, I'm on the Appalachian Trail at Neil's Gap. White blaze. 'Cause I could do anything, because I'm Kitty Hawk. And I want to say, as the best 61-year-old hiker in the entire world, and I know a lot of people are going to get their panties in a wad. They're going to say, how dare he? I mean, the nerve. Well, if you're 60 or you're 62, this doesn't apply to you. So just take a chill pill. Now, if you're 61 and you're offended, well then all I can say is bring it on. Come on, me and you, mano y mano. And we'll see who's the last man standing. And you're not even taking into account the Kitty Hawk effect. What? Kitty Hawk effect? Oh, nobody told me about that. Well, I'll tell you about that in, I don't know, episode 3 or 4. But it's a real thing, and you better be prepared. What you talking about, Willis? If you don't know that reference, you don't even have a seat at the table. So, just think about that before you go getting all wild and crazy on me. Okay, back to the heart of the matter. Critical item number 1. Water. I know, everybody talks about water. You gotta have water, hydration, all that kind of stuff. Yes. Most people, carry like 2 liters of water. And that's okay. Some people will really go all out. They'll carry 3 or 4 liters because, come on, better safe than sorry. Hiking, you're going to get thirsty. You need water. Well, a liter of water weighs 2.2 pounds. And if you got 4 of them, you're at 8.8 pounds, man. 8 pounds! 8 pounds. That's a lot. Strap that onto your back and carry that all day. And you're saying, oh, 8 pounds is not that much. Come on. Carrying 8 pounds from the car into the house, no big deal. But putting it on your back, up and down mountains, all day long, you'll feel it. So you got 8 pounds of water, and you got food. Food, better safe than sorry. You don't want to go hungry. So a lot of people will carry 4 or 5 days of food. And, 2 pounds a day, average. That's, 10 pounds of food. So you got 8 pounds. 10 pounds. Pounds of food. So you got 8 pounds of water, 10 pounds of food. And of course you got your pack and your sleeping bag and your tent and your extra clothes and your first aid kit and your cooking gear and your rain gear and, battery pack to charge up your phone and yada, yada, yada. It's a bunch of stuff, and it could easily be 20 pounds. 20 pounds. 20 pounds. Some people have less, some people have more, but, let's kind of say that 20 pounds is an average. So you got 20 pounds of gear and 10 pounds of food, and now you're going to add 8 pounds of water, 38 pounds. That's not uncommon at all. 38 pounds. 8 pounds. 20 pounds. 10 pounds. Not fun. It's just not fun. If you think that's a piece of cake, you need to stop right now. Go to my music video called Too Much Stuff. Watch that video. So, how do I handle water? Well, let me show you. Okay, I'm just carrying a little day pack today, but it's a liter of water. There's a liter of water. I would almost never carry more than that. If there was like a place where there's 10 miles of no streams, no creeks, no water, I might think about 2 liters of water. Forget about 3 or 4. The only time I ever need 3 or 4 is like to be in camp, to cook dinner, to cook breakfast, camel up in the morning, all that. So what I do for water is this. Yeah, I don't carry it. Well, I carry a little bit, but I don't carry even 2 liters, except for those, you know, rare situations I told you about. I just took 2.2 pounds off of my back. What I do carry, where are you there, baby? This is what I carry. This is 3/4 of a liter. So it only weighs like maybe 1.5 pounds. That's much better. And you know, this will take me to the next stream or the next creek. You know, 1 mile, 2 miles away. I can hike that far on that easy. In fact, half of the time, I only do like 3/4 of a liter. Or half of 3/4 of a liter. That will get me 1 mile, 2 miles. So that beats the heck out of 8 pounds, let me tell you. So water. So let's switch back here. All right. So what have you learned so far? Not a damn thing. You've already seen 100 videos that talk about water, and you already know that water weighs a lot. Maybe you learned that Kitty Hawk rides the short bus, but nothing critical here. So what is critical? What blew my mind and completely changed the way I look at the world? It's when I ask myself the question, when do you really need water? When is the body craving water the most? When is it the most critical to have water? When you're dehydrated. Duh! When the body is dehydrated, the body needs water. That is when you really need it. So you need to save your water for then. If you save your water until you're dehydrated, you'll have water when you need it the most. That blew my mind. So that's the first thing that I learned that was critical on the AT. Save your water until you're dehydrated. Okay, critical item number 2. The faster you walk, the cooler you'll get. I know it seems backwards, but it's true. Think about it. When you walk, there's air in front of your body that your body is pushing up against. So, you know, just think of like a car. It goes and it pushes up against the air, and the air, you know, that it passes through kind of creates a wind stream over the car. You know, you stick your hand out the window, you feel, you know, how strong that breeze is. The faster you go, the stronger it gets. The more air that blows against you, the quicker your body, you know, condensates that sweat, takes the heat away from your body. So the faster you can go, the cooler you can get. I mean, come on. It's science, right? You can get. And if you think, well, I'm going fast and I'm just sweating more, well, obviously, you're not going fast enough. You got to pick it up. The faster you go, the cooler you will get. Okay, critical item number 3. And if you want to be nitpicky, this could be 3 and 4. So you're getting a bonus here. But it is critical pieces of gear that I did not know were going to be so important. And here's how it came about. The first one came from an experience that I had through a large part of Virginia. There was a horsefly that chased me relentlessly, buzzing around my head, my ears, just annoying the crap out of me. And no matter how much I swatted at it, how much I ran to get away from it, It followed me like, I can't think of an analogy, but it stuck to me like glue, man. It was there all the time. It was just driving me crazy. And day after day, the damn horsefly was following me everywhere. How far can a single horsefly bug the crap out of me? Over 100 miles. That bastard followed me for over 100 miles. It's true, I swear. But I finally figured out a way to beat him. What finally worked was my umbrella. I would open up my umbrella, and my head, instead of being, 6 or something inches wide, 8 inches wide, all of a sudden was 3 feet wide. Now he was circling around the whole thing. And, now he wasn't buzzing my ears anymore and, bumping into me and stuff. And, kind of kept him at bay. So the critical thing I learned is that you use an umbrella. Forget about rain, keeping the sun off you when it's hot. Yeah, all that's good. But the most important thing about an umbrella is it will keep the horsefly off of your head. Okay, critical item 3B, or number 4 if you prefer, came about because of bugs flying into my eye. And I first noticed this, I don't know, Tennessee, certainly by Virginia. Bug flew into my eye, and trying to get it out, and eye watering up, and just annoying. And before too long, next day or two, it happens again. And I suddenly started realizing that they all flew into my right eye. I'm saying, oh, that's weird. Like 3, 4 times. What's going on with that? And I started really paying attention then. And every time it would happen, I was like, damn it. Again. Right eye. What's going on? How come they don't fly into my left eye? I got to the point where I was at like 9, no, maybe 7. I got to go back to my journal and check, but at least 7 into the right eye. None into the left eye. What the heck's going on? I mean, the law of averages says that that's not possible. The first time that a bug flew into my left eye was in Manchester. Is that Massachusetts or Vermont? I can't remember. But it was that far up. I was in New England. So I might have been at 9 at that point. And finally, I was actually not even on the trail. I was in town at a pizza joint getting a pizza. And as I'm sitting there at the table waiting for the pizza to be brought out, it was outdoors, I saw a bug coming, and I saw it coming. I said, oh my God. I mean, I was kind of elated that they were finally going to get the left eye. Left eye was finally going to get a score. But of course, I was pissed off too, because I don't want bugs in my eye. It's just a pain. And bam, sure enough, I got a bug in my left eye. So now we got a contest going. 9 to the right, 1 to the left. Still statistically untenable. But they're on the board. By the time I finished my thru hike, I think it was like 12-2. What is this? It's crazy. It's like they had a contract out on my right eye. I don't know how. I don't know why. I don't know how long in my life this has been going on. What if since I was a child, they've been targeting my right eye, trying to blind me or something? I don't know. But that taught me, a little bit late, I'm a slow learner, that what you need to protect your eyes, sunglasses. Duh! I mean, if I had started wearing them in Virginia, I could have saved myself so much frustration and irritation. Oh man, I tell you, the simple things are lifesavers. And you're welcome, because I've learned these the hard way, and I'm passing them on to you. Critical, life-changing events that I learned on the Appalachian Trail. So, do I need to play the disclaimer again? I shouldn't need to, but just in case, let's do it. The information presented in this video has no medical merit, scientific basis, or legal standing, and is the opinion of Kitty Hawk and Kitty Hawk alone. It is not to be construed as advice, but rather as dubious entertainment. Appalachian Trail. So, this is going to be it for this episode. Stay tuned for episode 2, and maybe I'll actually teach you something useful there. No, I don't know how you can get more useful than these 4 things we've talked about today. So anyway, have a great day, and I will see you next time.